White Plume Mountain, and wow, what a start to a D&D module. It's majestic. This is everything I could hope for in cover art. You got this guy whacking his nuts in combat, like he rolled a critical 1 on an attack. His face looks like a mask for some reason, and then his mask looks like human skin. Or he's wearing a wig, because hair doesn't sit 3 inches off the head like that. Then you have this group getting assaulted by a manticore, whose ass is just swinging in the air for some reason. Why is it drawn like that? It's erotic. I want to fight, not be turned on. But this guy doesn't care. He's gonna stab him right in the anus. Look at his eyes. They're focused right on the anal bullseye. Now that's discipline. Then you have Ryu from Street Fighter. He's crotch thrusting his way past projectiles like a horny Neo. And could I do that in real life? Just crotch dodge attacks and parry bullets with my dick? Let's find out. Now let's see if you can parry bullets with your dick.
Wait, no!
Damn, I guess it does work. Do that next time you're in a street fight. Thrust your nuts right into their face and show your enemies the real power moves. So the adventure is about going to White Plume Mountain, and it's haunted with demons, and devils, and gnomes. You get this poem, and it doesn't really rhyme. I mean, it does, but it's just hard to read. You have to force the rhymes. And don't you like it when the DMs make you read poems for the adventure? Isn't that what you wanted in your D&D session? An amateur poetry slam? No, I didn't. I wanted a game, not your edgy feelings on paper. I don't even like good poems, never mind shitty ones. Yet shitty is all you're getting from this module. So you know those witty one-liners written on dirty gas station bathroom walls? Those have more effort and thought put into them than this module. I mean, look at this. Read that. Take it all in. Get a good sniff. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that what you spent your money for? To make it all yourself anyways? I mean, look at this starting map. It's lazy. Don't think so? Then tell me what's here. Because the module doesn't. Who knows what lies within? Doesn't that say it all? Only 4 notes on this piece of shit and one is already just shrugging its shoulders. Like hell if we know what's there. You think we designed this stuff or something? So you're out White Plume Mountain and you see a cave with steam coming out. And when you go inside, you fight Wolverine and his twin. This is when your party has a panic attack. Because that's when they know they fucked up. Look at them. That's your group. She's just like, oh God, why did I agree to this nightmare? Now that's the face of desperation and fear. This guy is just beaten down. And this other guy, he's just whacking balls. Leave him alone. He's having fun. There's a staircase going down, and everything is wet. The doors are made of wood and bulging, and a mangy gyrosphinx is squatting in the water, just blocking the way like a little shit, forcing you to do riddles. Just kill him. It's easier. There's a room of slime. And then this passageway. It's kinda cool. Just tell me one thing. Why is this guy naked? I mean, he has a loincloth, but who adventures like that? What an asshole. Imagine if I went to war in just my underwear, claiming I was some hero. My team would blow my nuts off. It's insulting. I also think the artist's pen exploded with this drawing, and instead of drawing something new, they just used what they had. Look. Look! Look! Then you can find a wall of dildos. Then there is this other room with 5 flesh golems who also decide to give you a riddle. They have numbers on their chest and ask you who doesn't belong. Kill them. It's not worth playing that shit. Further on, you can fight a vampire. Ooh, he's so stupid. His name sucks too. How are you supposed to pronounce this? How? Maybe half the letters are silent and his name is just 10. But this brings me to another problem. Why do so many DMs insist on making complicated names? Who's going to remember them?
So after you leave the town of Gilsfordia, you meet with Ilsil Borenthorl to talk about the dungeons of Silcethium Danglefall.
Why are we going there? To get the hand, right?
To retrieve the hand of Borplumpulus Ploppendor?
Right. That was for that Lord... what's his name again?
Lord Chummo Mungo Clesius Aphenswar? Come on, guys. How hard it is to remember a couple of names?
I mean, to be fair, they're not simple names. How about a name like Gart? That would be easy to remember.
What kind of name is Gart? No one has a name like Gart. That's stupid.
With a name like Chummo Mungo Clesius Aphenswar.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll try to make my names more realistic from now on.
Okay, now we're talking. Excuse me. Soar Foreign Gample Glopple Glumple, please? Your mother's on the phone. Oh, nice. It must be about our trip to Aphen Howell Dungus Bungus Bay. I'll be right back. There's an indoctrination chamber at the bottom of a 10-foot well, and then a large pool with some kelpies. Further in, there's Snarla, and Snarla is pointless. She lives in an ornate room filled with tapestries, also known as this tube with some stripes. She has strange gaps in her memory that in no way informs the player or DM of why she's here. And her minion, Burkett, this guy, knows even less. What a shitty encounter. You get some weird explanation of doors that I refuse to read, and a boiling lake with a sunken ledge that leads to a magical transparent rubber tube that runs underwater. If the players walk through the tunnel, and they decide to penetrate it for some reason, you get possibly the best line in all D&D. Now that has my approval. At the end of the water skin tunnel, there's a giant crab. This crab. And why is he there? Who knows? How did he fit into a rubber tube with those sharp-ass points? Who cares? It's cool, right? Look at his giant armband. It's a worthless treasure. And what's going on with this guy? What's his problem? He's everywhere in this module. I mean, I hate to harp on this again, but who chooses to dress like that? Yeah, I'd like a helmet with the most inconvenient spike placement possible and some black diapers. But then this guy is wearing like one of those video game hams with a bone sticking out of his head. Or maybe that's a wrench. What a joke. If you beat the crab, what happens? You find a secret door in the rubber tunnel with 8 ghouls hiding behind it. Then the module tries to have fun. Like the type of fun where someone is tap dancing on your dick. You can find a frictionless room and a steam flowing through the air room. See this guy? He's trying to rip out his own brains. If you take those kayaks and go down the steam river, you find Sir Bluto and his 8 fighters who try to fuck you up. The module tries to explain how he's a mass murderer as some weak explanation of why he's here, but your players are kayaking down a floating river of steam. So does anyone give a fuck at this point? So then, you get this inverted pyramid of pain. I'm not sure what is going on, and the module doesn't seem to either, as no matter how many times I read the descriptions, I'm still confused. But get through that door at the bottom, past those 2 manticores going apeshit, and you find Quesnef. See, Quesnef lost a bet with Carapatis. I think that's his name. And now has to guard his treasure for 1,001 years. What was the bet? And why would he risk something like that? The module doesn't say. But Quesnef also likes to turn into a halfling and smoke a really big hookah, so he doesn't strike me as the smartest guy around. He won't even use that sword of soul stealing he keeps tucked under a rug like a piece of junk. But the sword, Black Razor, is awesome. Every kill you get extra levels for a time equal to the level of the creature slain. It's ungodly. But no, just hide it in the corner of the room like that crusty cum sock you're afraid to touch. What an idiot. So the module knows the weapon is too good. So if you get it, nix and not come to eliminate you, and take it back. And according to the module, if they aren't tough enough, their brothers Box and Cox also shows up. That's right, Cox. So at this point, you have a lot of questions. Like, what is the indoctrination chamber? Who is Carapatis? Where are the haunted mountain gnomes? How does the module end? The writers also had these questions, and said, fuck you, that's your problem. Check out their advice. Just make sure the party is extremely sorry. Damn, now that's mean.